Then I suggest we go back to the speaking list, and I give now the floor to the distinguished delegate of Belarus. You have the floor, sir.
Благодарю вас.
Thank you, Mr. President. Ms. Fore, at the outset, allow me to congratulate you on your appointment and wish you success in our shared undertaking. You can always count on us, Belarus, as a constructive partner open to dialogue and cooperation. We also welcome the new Bureau of the Executive Board, and we express our full readiness to provide any necessary assistance and support. Mr. President, we are convinced that in everything that we are doing in the UN, we need to aim not at the process, but at the concrete and tangible results. And in the light of the reorganization of the entire development system that is currently being conducted in our organization, the only gauge of its success applicable to UNICEF must be real and tangible progress for the world's children. We support the need to find new partners for the Children's Fund, not just to strengthen UNICEF's financial stability, but also to use new technologies to protect the rights and interests of children. And in this respect, partnership with private business, with the private sector at the global and local levels becomes extremely important. Last year was a standout year for UNICEF, since more than 70% of all of its resources were provided by member states' governments. We would like to thank all of the donors for supporting the noble goal of ensuring children's well-being, and we would like to express the hope not just that this will be maintained, but that also this trend will increase. Belarus pays great attention to work to protect children both at the UN and the national level. Since 2008, 25 cities in our country have been participating in the Child Friendly City initiative and have been improving the lives of their children. Indeed, they've done so already by acknowledging and upholding their rights. These cities have created local coordination councils, which are responsible for conducting analysis and evaluation of the effectiveness of social policy, which is being conducted for children and their families. Effective cooperation has also been developed between local authorities and children and young people's self-government bodies. And indeed, last year, the country's capital, Minsk, officially received the status of a child-friendly city. In conclusion, Mr. President, we would like to note the initiative and high professionalism from the UNICEF team that is working in Belarus under the leadership of Mr. Rashid Mustafa Sarvar. Thanks to the creative approach of Mr. Sarvar and his team, and the personal involvement of the UNICEF representative in the day-to-day work of creating a safe environment for children, a whole host of initiatives were conducted in Belarus last year. For example, the UNICEF office in Belarus launched an information campaign for Child Protection Day, which gathered thousands of wishes from children on social networks. The second annual charity dinner was held, and the funds gathered there went to UNICEF's programs for children with disabilities. Once again, we would like to thank the UNICEF team in Belarus for their active and results-focused work, and we will continue to actively cooperate with UNICEF and the UNICEF team in Minsk. Thank you very much for your attention.
I thank the distinguished delegate of Belarus.